Yo, what's up guys? Good to see you and welcome to the vlog. I'm here with my boy Keto Chef Max. We got Logan Fusion Lean.
What's up?
Today is a very special episode because we are at Coyote Creek Farm. And we are today gonna learn everything we can about eggs. This is obviously an egg farm. So eggs are obviously, in my opinion, one of the best things you can eat on the ketogenic diet. The incredible edible egg. We got the dog here is loving it, having a great time here. So we're just waiting for the owner to come out and he's gonna give us a tour, drop some egg knowledge on us. So it's gonna be fun.
Hi, my name is Rob Cunningham, and I'm the owner of Coyote Creek Organic Feed Mill and Farm.
All right, so I'm excited to see some chickens, yeah?
Let's go see them.
Chicken and eggs,
Let's
baby.
go do it. So we are in the pasture. We've got about 23,000 organic laying hens. This is a truly pasture-raised operation. We lock our birds inside at night for their own safety. We open our houses an hour before sunrise. We close them an hour after sunset. But other than that, our birds live in the pasture 365 days a year. And it breaks my heart to think that on a beautiful day, birds would have to be stuck inside of a barn.
Yeah.
So for us, this is the highest standard of animal welfare that we're proud to practice. And not only do our birds get to go outside, scratch in the dirt, hunt for bugs, take dust baths, socialize with flock mates, but they just have a better life than being cramped inside of a dark barn, walking on their own manure and urine all day long. So you can see that they're not afraid of us. They're happy to be out here. They're in their natural environment and they're doing all the things that chickens are meant to do. So basically a higher standard of animal welfare is how we start. And it truly does produce a superior quality, more nutrient dense egg that is absolutely delicious.
How many eggs on average do each one of these guys produce?
So these layers will lay an egg about every 28 hours in their peak. So, around 255 eggs a year.
The dogs are out there kind of roaming. You got pasture-raised dogs as well. How do they get along with the chickens, man?
From an early age, we train them that chickens are our friends, and so they pretty much leave them alone. They will help herd them back into the yard when they get out, but they're the breed that they are, they don't clench when they bite.
Gotcha.
And so they will hold them down sometimes and wait for us to come grab them and put them back in the yard.
Yeah.
But other than that, the dogs are just pretty much eye candy and coyote patrol.
Yeah.
Yep.
Coyote control. Okay, great. Oh, you have coyotes obviously you have to worry about.
Yep, we do. So the electric net fence that you see controls coyotes pretty good. But the nature of our operation is it will always have one or two birds out no matter what. The dogs do a great job of making sure coyotes stay at bay. We also have these blue barrels that have a float valve inside of it. So whenever the water level drops to a certain level, it will automatically fill back up. The advantage of the blue barrel, especially in this type of heat, is that the water stays cooler. And then also the birds can't walk over it and drop dirt or manure in it, so it also stays cleaner. So clean fresh water is an absolute must for our birds. And then you can see now, we fed these birds about an hour ago, and so the feeders are eaten down pretty much. There's just a little bit left, and then one of the tricks that we do, and I'll show you, is I'll get interested in it again.
Interesting. Oh my gosh, we created a frenzy.
So people come out to the farm and they look around and they say, oh, your birds are free range. And we have to tell them, no, free range birds are typically raised inside of a barn. This is pasture raised. So that means that our birds live in the pasture all day long as opposed to inside of a barn. Free range just means that they're not inside of a cage. They have free range of a barn with some access to the outdoors, but there's no requirement as to how much access, how long, or the other part is they have to have, you can have a barn with 100,000 birds in it and one door, and that gives them access to the outdoors, but most of them will never go outside during the day. So this is the difference. This is pasture raised, whereas when you think of free range, you just want to think of that most of the time they're raised inside of a barn.
And what about cage free?
Cage free would be similar to free range in that they're not inside of a cage, but they don't have good access to the outdoors. So these birds are, the breed is Highline Browns because we get them from Highline Hatchery. Essentially they're a cross between a Rhode Island Red and a White Leghorn. The genetics in these birds are so that they are not aggressive towards flock mates. They're very docile to work with. When we pick eggs out of the nest, they just lift right up, let us go in, get eggs. And also they do really well in the pasture. They're drought tolerant, and they do real well out looking for bugs and scratching in the dirt. Some of the things that we look for when we come and we feed is we make sure that their eyes are clear. You want to see nice clear eyes, no indication that something's going on there. You want to make sure there's no discharge coming from either the beak or what would be their nose. And then we also lift up a wing or two and we look under to make sure there's no mites, nothing going on under there. She looks perfectly clean and happy. So once we inspect them, we'll let them go and go about their day. And if you look at this pipe here, this is a misting system. So just like when you go to an outdoor restaurant in the middle of summer and they have that evaporative cooling, we do the same thing for our birds to keep them as comfortable as possible. So this is just a part of our higher animal welfare standards. One of the other things that's real important for us is that our birds are eating fresh milled feed from our own feed mill on site here at the farm. So we were the first certified organic feed mill in the state of Texas to sell organic feed to regular farmers out there in the community. So when you go to a farmer's market and you see a family selling organic meats or organic eggs, chances are they're feeding out of Coyote Creek Organic Feed Mill.
Hey Rob, we've seen the chickens, now show us the golden egg, bro.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go inside, we'll pick an egg. It's the middle of the day, so a lot of our birds are laying, but this is what it looks like. So in this one we've got a couple of eggs, and here we've got a girl who's sitting on some eggs. Let's kick her out and see what she's got.
Sorry, sweetheart. Look at that.
So that's what it looks like. So those are 100% fresh. We pick them by hand every day. Every egg that we pick on the farm every day gets packed on the same day that we pick it. So in the store, our sell-by date is 45 days from the day we pick our eggs. So you'll never find a fresher egg than off this farm. They'll never be older than 45 days when you buy them. If you've got a producer that is, say, producing 200,000 eggs a day, they may sit in their warehouse for a week or two, then they may go to the packing facility and sit there for a week or two, and then that sell-by date is 45 days from the day they're packed. So by the time that 45 days comes to maturity, that egg might be 90 or 100 days old. Our eggs will never be older than 45 days in the sell-by date. Yep, so here's a nice little clutch of 7 or 8 eggs.
Wow. They're warm. That is amazing, man.
Yep. Right out of the nest, right into the cooler.
Wow.
15 dozen certified organic, non-GMO project verified eggs that are 100% delicious with a higher standard of animal welfare along the way. The other thing that is important to us is that what we do, we're very transparent. So just like you guys filming today, people will come in and be like, well, can we take pictures? Like, of course you can take pictures. We want people to see what we're doing. We want people to know that this is the highest standard, so we want people to see it. So this is where we wash all of our eggs. The only thing that we put on our eggs is hot water and hydrogen peroxide. No harsh chemicals ever. And we're running about 12,000 eggs a day through this washer. And again, they are packed on the same day they're picked, so it's always a 100% fresh egg. Eggshells are porous, so oxygen will travel in and out and denature the nutrition that's in there. And so the fresher the egg, the more it holds together. So if you have a super old egg and you crack it open, it runs all over the pan. With a fresh egg like this, you'll see that it all holds up very nice.
Oh yeah.
So you can see that this membrane here is holding it in. There's a membrane that's holding that one layer in. It doesn't even want to fall off my hand because that membrane's holding it on there. And then you can really poke at these yolks. That's how strong they are. See, look at that hang it. See now the membrane just broke off of the yolk. But then if I take the yolk, you can really poke at it nice and hard before it'll break.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's a really strong fresh egg in there. I just broke it. You can see that membrane opening up around that yolk.
Okay, so explain like the color difference, because a lot of people are associating like the lighter yellow, they think the darker orange are better for you. Give us a quick rundown on what the color means of the actual yolk.
Yeah, so what I like to tell people is the color of the yolk doesn't necessarily correlate to the nutritional quality of the egg.
All right.
Again, it comes back to knowing your farmer and knowing your food. A organic pasture-raised egg, even if it's a paler color, will be higher nutrition than an industry egg on low quality feed.
Right.
So if you've got a pale egg from here, you know it's still high quality. Okay. As I said, I can raise a chicken that lays eggs inside of a barn, never sees a blade of grass. I can feed her terrible feed, but I can put a lot of xanthophylls in that feed and it'll turn her yolk very orange, yellow, dark, nice color. But the nutritional quality of that egg will still be low. And I can go show you one of those ingredients if you want to take a look at it. All right, so, well, we don't use it here on our farm. We do have farmers that request it, and what this is marigold flour, and it has a small amount of nutritional value, but its main purpose is to color the yolk of the egg or to homogenize it so that color is always the same. So again, this is a product that if you're raising an egg on very low quality feed, you could add this and still get a dark yellow orange yolk. And if you take a look, I don't want you to see me spitting on my hand, but I will do that off camera. And then if I rub it around in here like this a little bit, you can see that it stains my hand. That's how powerful this stuff is. And that's why you get a dark yellow orange yolk by adding this to feed. So even low quality feed with a lot of this in it will produce an egg that has a very dark yellow orange yolk. So again, it comes back down to knowing your farmer, knowing your food. So thanks for checking out the farm, everybody. I really appreciate you taking the time to give us a look. World's Best Eggs are available in Whole Foods in Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and Arkansas, as well as natural grocers all around Texas and in Austin at Wheatsville Food Co-op. You'll never find a better egg. If you do, please let me know. On Instagram, we are World's Best Eggs, and on Facebook, World's Best Eggs.
Thank you very much, Rob. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you, guys.